Okay, please let the record show that all three commissioners are present this morning, along with Attorney Drew Porter and the Auditor's Office. Does anyone have anything that you'd like to add to the agenda today?
I do not.
None hearing, I make a motion to adopt the agenda as written.
A second.
A first and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Review the minutes. Have you all had an opportunity to review the minutes from our last meeting?
I have.
Okay, make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
A second.
A first and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carries 3-0. I do not believe we have any appointments at this point in time. I believe they're all up to date.
Community corrections is the only one, but
yes.
I'm waiting to hear back.
Okay, okay. We'll keep that one open for now, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do with that in the near future. New business. I know this is gonna come to a shock to a lot of people, but we had some snow in our area this last week. And so we did have some declarations of disaster. So ordinance 2026-1, declaration of disaster emergency. Drew, would you?
Yeah, I can summarize this one for the meeting this
Yep.
morning. This was a declaration. This is a declaration of a local emergency to institute Indiana Code Section 1014-329, which is the emergency powers within the executive of the county. Essentially, this ordinance advised the county on the different level advisories for travel. There's an advisory level travel, there's a watch level travel advisory, there's a warning level travel advisory, each with its own different stage of be cautious, to don't travel, to if you travel, you'll get a ticket, is the basic range for that. This ordinance was published to all media when it was issued. Obviously, there's exemptions to this for emergency purposes and emergency vehicles. You do have a penalty of an infraction if you did violate it on a warning ordinance level. So accompanied with the ordinance was emergency proclamation. So the ordinance goes out advising the public of those. Then proclamations go out to advise you which level of the travel advisory that exists. So the county issued 3 separate ones. On January 25th, the county was in a warning level of prohibiting any travel, unless again you fit one of the exceptions to travel. Then on January 27th, that was lowered to an orange level, which was essentially advised you not to travel, be extra cautious if you do. And then on January 30th, that was lifted to just be cautious only at the lowest advisory rating, which is still in existence at this time today. So obviously these occur on an emergency basis, so we don't come hold a public meeting and announce it. So the process on that today is to simply affirm the meetings that did occur to have this happen, what was already done. And obviously this gets pushed through the media so everybody knows what's going on. So.
Thank you. Before we vote on this, I would just say, city, county, state did an outstanding job in clearing these roads. National Weather said we had 12 inches. I think they're a little short, because I'll tell you, my driveway was more than 12 inches. For the amount of snow that we had, they did an outstanding job. I was asked this morning if we could have this melted before the July 4th holiday. No guarantees, but hopefully we do. And hopefully that's the end of the snow for us for the year. But we, over 12 inches here in Knox County. So for those 3 agencies and all of the other people that are out there plowing sidewalks and driveways and helping each other out, thank you to everybody. You did a spectacular job. So if it's okay, I would like to go ahead and hold all 4 at the same time. Ordinance 2020-6-1, which is the declaration of disaster, the January 25th, which is the red warning, January 27th, which is lowering it to the orange, and then January 30th, lowering it back down to the yellow travel advisory. So I'd make a motion to hear all three, or make a motion to approve all three. Do I have a second?
A second.
Comment?
Public safety always seems to get left out. Emergency management did a very good job managing and coordinating information, especially to the public on our behalf, so thank you to EMA, as well as our full-time dispatch center, sheriff's department, fire departments, ambulance services. They never stop, so thank you, public safety.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Highway Department, storage yard lease agreement. Good morning, how are you?
I have it right here for you guys to sign. It's storage lot.
Go ahead and turn the mic on if you would, please. The mic, if you would go ahead and turn that on. Wait.
I have the,
Push the button, Chad. Yeah, there you go.
Nice. No, I have the, lot that we currently lease for, District 2 storage yard. If you guys could sign it, we've got, the landlords all took care of it, so.
This is a standard lease agreement that we have with the landowner in that area. This is the storage yard for District
think
2,
so,
which is
yeah.
actually
We'll sign.
located in the industrial boulevard, industrial area. And so I'd make that motion to approve the lease.
Second.
The first and a second comment. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Okay. No problem.
Well, I'm gonna send this one down as his, and then we have another copy here. We'll sign too. Okay. I really wanna make the auditor's office happy. I'll put it in the file.
Thank
And
you
we'll,
guys.
we'll talk later.
Okay.
Instead of today, we'll just hook up later this afternoon sometime.
Sounds good to me.
Great, thank you. Okay, C, right-of-way dedication to, or by KCIDC. So, Drew, I'll go ahead and have you lead us in the way on this one.
This had to deal with a closing on a property that the KCIDC owns. There was some discussion
Didn't see that.
from the nineties that a 25-foot strip of land, whether it was dedicated or not to the county, for utilities and road easements that were there. However, there was no record from the nineties that this actually occurred. There were minutes where it occurred at a commissioners meeting, but there was no formal dedication. The county's operated that 25-foot strip for the last 30 years. The prior owners to KCIDC has operated as if that 25-foot strip was a dedication. So I simply drafted up a right-of-way dedication that KCIDC signed on a dedication for the county to receive property. It has to accept it at a formal meeting. And so this dedication simply did that. So it's simply to clarify our lack of records over the last 30 years.
Okay. Well, then I will make a motion to clarify our records for the last 30 years. And for the record, we did go ahead and sign because there was a need for that to happen due to Project Trailblazer moving forward. So I would make a motion to ratify that and clarify the purposes only of the right-of-way. Do I have a second?
Second.
Comment? None hearing. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Third amendment to the Knox County Economic Development Agreement for RATS 2. Drew?
This amendment did come before the council last month at its January meeting. As the third amendment, there's been two other amendments on the project schedule for the RATS 2 project that's occurring. This amendment's still within the vesting statute. I recommend approval of the amendment. They're still operating under the application submitted that was approved to area plan, and it's in that 3-year schedule. So this follows up on what's already been approved by both area plan and the council. And to be honest, the EDA agreement on this one is outside the commissioner's responsibilities as well. So it simply needs commissioner signature for the financing portion that they use.
Right. And as we've talked about in the past, RATS 2 is the one that would be grandfathered in, even if there were any changes whatsoever to 2020-2, which is the solar ordinance. RATS 2 has already been through the process, and it is completely grandfathered in. So I would make a motion to approve a third amendment to the KCI, Knox County Economic Development Agreement with RATS 2. Do I have a second?
A second.
A first and a second. Comment?
Thanks for being here early. Appreciate it.
You guys have anything you'd like to follow up on, timelines or anything of that nature?
Morning, Commissioners. Yeah, we're holding steady to the dates approved, the dates outlined in the third EDA amendments. You know, we're expecting to go into construction next year and then finish by mid-year of 2028. So, you know, full steam ahead. Just trying to wrap up the last development items to get us there.
Okay.
Thank you for the
Great.
update.
Thank you. Call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries 2-1. Claims. You all had an opportunity to read the claims?
I make a motion to approve the claims as submitted.
Great. I will second that motion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. Payroll. Make a motion to pay payroll.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I do not believe we have any old business. Code compliance officer. I don't believe we received an email from him this week.
It's
They didn't
usually-
have a meeting.
we didn't
Next
have a
one.
meeting. Yeah, it's
Yep.
usually the
Yeah, next
second
one.
meeting.
2.0, ready 2.0. I do not see Chris here. So just kind of backing up just a little bit with the KCIDC clarification, that is part of the 2.0 grant, not the Ready 2.0 grant. A lot of that work is being done out in the industrial area where they are running some new sewer lines, new water lines, as well as out through Severs. So those things are moving quite rapidly. Rats are Ready 1.0 is the housing addition out on Beer House. If you haven't been out that way lately, those things are going quick. They're moving really rapidly on those, and they're looking at possibly here in the next quarter starting to take the early applications for those. I've been in politics way too long, 30 years, and we were talking about housing 30 years ago, and finally we're moving forward. And Mark McNeese is sitting here in the audience and shaking his head. Yeah, those are the things we talked about 30 years ago, and we're finally moving forward on those housing additions and housing for this area, which is sorely needed. So really happy to see those projects moving forward. And of course, part of that sewer line that's going out there on Severs is for an addition as well, housing addition going out in that area as well. And so again, huge movements forward for our county. I don't believe I have anything else on that. The Emergency Management Operations Center.
As soon as I get we're having troubles getting the plans for the email out there at the shell, at the sheriff's department, but after we get that, then I'm gonna set up a meeting time with the committee and have us look at that.
Okay.
And go over that.
Okay.
So, other than that, I don't have really anything.
I'd like to repeat again, the actual entities involved need to be included in planning, please, that have the knowledge of their space.
Okay, we'll get to that when we
and nothing for Judicial Center. Public comment under Resolution 2020-2. Does anyone have anything they'd like to discuss that is germane to the business at hand? If so, please come to the mic, your name, and nobody? Okay. All right. Our next meeting is, I guess I should have looked that before I came in. The 17th? Yep, 17th.
I do have one more thing. Looking here, we did table claims after review. I make a motion that we approve the claims that we tabled, that were the unappropriated disbursements, after review of our attorney. I've gotten the answers I needed. I'm the one that made the claim. So if we can proceed with,
Okay,
Paying those.
I'll second your motion then.
okay, all
All in
right.
favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next meeting is the 17th, 6 PM here in the city chambers. So thank you everybody for coming out. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned.
I talked to Chaz a couple times on it. He thought they were gonna do it this month in February at their meeting. They wanted to be done by March. That was his understanding.
I'll get.
Area plan having a recommendation by the end of this month to us.
Well,
I think they're gonna take a vote